The month of October is Crucial Catch Month in the NFL, where the league is focused on intercepting all types of cancer. And Lions linebacker coach Ty McKenzie has a personal story with that. Ty, thank you so much for joining us and wanting to just share your story.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, let's dive into it. Tell us what happened to you that made this cause so important to you.
Last year, 2019 was a crazy year for me. Exciting year football-wise, interesting year health-wise. Last year, leading into training camp, my body wasn't feeling, normal, I guess you could say. And I just kind of shrugged it off my shoulders, said, drink a couple smoothies, get some rest, take some medicine, whatever it may be, and I'll bounce back. That led into training camp, obviously. And then as training camp went on, speaking to my wife, she was like, well, you need to go, get checked out. And I was just like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And I pushed it back, because during football season, most players and coaches, our heads are down and we're focused on one thing, and that's winning a Super Bowl. I was in my office on a Tuesday, game prepping. And then all of a sudden, my lower abdomen just swelled up, and I just was really uncomfortable. I just couldn't move around. And once the swelling went down, I kind of felt like a lump. And then at that point, when I felt a lump in my body, I was just one of those things. I was like, what is this? And, what's going on? That following Friday, I went to get an MRI, got an MRI. As soon as he walked through the door, he was like, you have cancer. And at that point, my heart dropped. And I was surprised, and I was like, okay, now what? And he was upbeat about it, and I was the opposite. At that point, he was like, all right, well, we got to get surgery. We got to get it out of you now, before it gets any worse. At that point, I was like, all right, well, let's do it tomorrow. I drove to the office at 5. Was under the knife at 6:30. Woke up about 8 o'clock. As soon as I woke up, he said, we got it all, and hopefully got it all. And I said, great, give me a cup of coffee. I got to get back to work. About 3 hours after I was off the table, I was at practice on the field for Wednesday practice, limping around, getting my Indy, yelling at guys, and kind of showed my guys, the players, and, that like, hey, things happen. It's about how do you react to it, It's kind of been in the back of my mind always, and especially this time of year with the cancer, with the awareness for everything that's going on. You just always think about it. And for me to ironically find out I had cancer in late October a year ago, and to get it taken out, beginning of November, the next day, it's surreal. So that's my story. If you can gather all that.
Surreal is one way to describe it. I mean, you guys as coaches push through so much. How crucial was it for you to actually listen to your body and pay attention to the signs and get help?
It was extremely crucial. And that's one thing that I think that we have to have awareness, because your body, it communicates with you in different ways. And I shut my body down. I'm here. It's the season. We got training camp going into week 1. We have to win games. For me to finally be like, there's something wrong, and it probably took me longer than it should have. It was crucial, because when I was talking to the doctor after they took the cancer out and did the results on it and saw the growth of it, he said if I would have waited another month, then my entire lower abdomen would have had to been removed, because of cancer would have spread. So that was, an eye-opening, conversation we had. And so I think that it's huge for us to show awareness, and for us to, pay attention to our bodies no matter what we do in our backfield of work.
Well, we are so glad that you are healthy and doing better and sharing your story so that other people can make a crucial catch in their lives as well. Ty, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tori.